Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So this is actually my very first video here on YouTube, and for today's video I wanted to share everything I got at my local thrift shop. So a quick little snippet about me. My name's Brittany and I have been running Pencil Bug Art Shop for the past 6 years, since 2020, and I basically do all kinds of artwork. I'm a mixed media artist based in Arizona, and I make greeting cards. I have a little card over here. Just something I've been working on. Just something I'm working on. On this card here, I have a little bit of colored pencil or watercolor colored pencil, some stickers. I wanted to make something for my vet because one of my cats actually had a pretty intensive surgery, and I wanted to make a thank you card for my vet. So this is just one of the things I do. I love making greeting cards. It's actually one of my favorite forms of artwork. I do enjoy watching a lot of, I don't know what it's called, a lot of like junk journal artists, people who cut out images in magazines and then make art with it. I enjoy watching those videos, and on my channel I hope to do different forms of artwork and share with you guys how I make greeting cards. I mean, maybe we can create crafts together and just do all kinds of fun stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. So I went thrift shopping recently, and I came across a bunch of fun stuff for future art projects. This is going to be a long video, so go ahead and grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get started. So the first thing that I found this really cool, it's like this wooden, like bee, like wood piece or home decor. I actually got this one at Goodwill, and I thought it was perfect because the first letter of my name is B, Brittany, and I think it would be really cute to put this on my wall. So I'm probably going to end up painting this. And this was $1.60, and it already comes with a little hook. And then I found some really good deals on some albums. I'm currently working on a couple of projects. I'm working on an album from a photo album from my aunt, who actually passed away 2 years ago now. I'm just kind of putting all her pictures together. And I also have to do some albums of me and my husband's vacation, our wedding pictures, all that stuff. So I was in need of new albums. I found this really cute album for just $1. It has a cute cover with a couple and a little wiener dog. And it just looks really artsy and very cute. And I don't know how many slots are in here, but you do get quite a bit. I would say maybe you can hold up to 100 pictures in here. And then you can write something in the middle. And this was in pretty good shape for the price that I paid for. So I figured this would be perfect. Maybe I could do maybe like summer photos or something. But this one is actually from Target Brands from 2000. I don't know if that's if it says 2003 or 2008. But yeah, this is pretty old. And then next, I found a clear binder, and this one I paid $2 for. And this one has, I guess it's like an office binder, and someone converted it to like an album. It is pretty old. You can see right here some of the pages are yellowed out, but I got this because it already has like everything lined out. And these are just like basically pieces of cardboard, and it has a plastic sleeve that you could put out here, and then you can put your photos here and then cover it up. I thought that was pretty convenient, so I don't really have to do any work other than create the page. And this looks like it's about 100. I'm not sure how many photos I can fit, but I figure I could do a complete full spreadsheet and then either do picture collages or a bunch of 4x4s, maybe even put a couple of artwork. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But for $2, that's not a bad deal at all. So I have like 3 or 4 bags filled with more craft supplies. So I was able to find these unique little like storage boxes. And there was only 2 on the shelf, and this actually matches my business logo, purple and green. And purple and green is actually one of my favorite colors. So I was so happy to have found these boxes. I feel like these little boxes are perfect to store even more craft supplies. But I think I'm going to use them for my glue book. Maybe I could just separate like images. And I paid about 25 cents a box. And they're in pretty good shape. They do look kind of old, but I figure I would use them. And then I found another album. And this looks like a beach themed album. And this is actually a Hallmark brand. And I think I paid about $2 for this. And it's the same setup as the other albums. And this one doesn't really have that many photos, but it does open up and I can always put some more like stuff in here. So I just thought this was really interesting. And what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to end up covering the whole thing up. And I didn't really care too much about the cover because I think I'm going to end up covering this up completely to match whatever photos that will be going inside this book. And I also found some fabric for, I think it was about 50 cents for half a yard. And I'm actually going to be making some felt ornaments coming up. I've actually never really hand sewn before, but I found a video on YouTube that will kind of help me learn how to do that because I've always wanted to get into like needlework or like hand sewn ornaments. So I figured this would just give me a super inexpensive base to start out with. And this is really pretty because it has like little confetti pieces inside the fabric. I feel like this would be like a really cute like Christmas tree or like Christmas themed ornament. So I picked up that. And then I also found a bunch of magazines. They were 10 cents for one, so I bought a lot. The first one I found was a Pokemon themed magazine, and I figured this would be really cool to do like either a Pokemon themed junk journal or a greeting card. There's so many images that I could use. And I'll probably end up doing a video on it. Look at how vibrant and beautiful these pictures are. That is so pretty. And honestly, I kind of picked up magazines or books that had animals or nature scenes. That way it can give me a good base to start out with. And they have so many beautiful colors. I mean, look at how pretty this picture is. Like, this would be a beautiful background. And then you have like different kinds of animals. So just like overall, like really beautiful scenery. I'm probably gonna end up doing a video coming up on like maybe like a magazine harvesting video to see what kind of pictures we can get from this book. And I also found this really pretty fall foliage book. And I actually love the fall time. It's like one of my favorite seasons. And I just think like the changing colors are just like so beautiful, and it's like cool out. And this book is filled with so many different textures that I could use for like backgrounds. It would be so much fun to do a fall inspired glue book, or like maybe a set of greeting cards using these images. Oh, that is so pretty. I love this picture here. I'd love to live in a state that has like fall like beauty like this. And here is, I think this is my last stock of magazines. Here is a Fisherman magazine. I just kind of grabbed whatever looked good. You do get some scenery in this fishing magazine, but I don't know, if I don't end up using some of the images, I'll probably end up just using like the words like for a background. I don't really like when animals are captured like this, so I probably would not use these images here. So I don't know, I'll probably use the images like here and here. And then we have a magazine from 2007. Ooh, I love this I love this image right here. And I would probably use this magazine for like the arty parts, like maybe like this little section here, or like these like words here. And then I also found a So Beautiful magazine. This is from 2001. And this actually has a lot of great texture and images that I could use. Oh, this is cute. Yeah, like I could use these images right here for like a Halloween page or something. And then I have another nature booklet. It has like full-size images. And then we have a Tucson, Arizona magazine. And I was lucky to have found a National Geographic magazine. I feel like they're hard to find. I don't know if it's because people always snag them up, but it's very rare that I find a National Geographic magazine. Because these magazines have the best, like, color. Oh, that's so cute. Ooh, and we even have some aliens in here. That's fun. And I have no idea what that is. And then we have some dog magazines. So basically this just fills with a bunch of cute little puppies and dogs. And then we have some desert dogs, so coyotes, foxes, and wolves. Oh my god, that's so cute. Look at how cute these images are. And they're like a perfect size for like a glue book. And then we have an Arizona book. This has some Arizona animals. And then I picked up some holiday celebrations Christmas magazine from 2005. So this would be for maybe like Christmas greeting cards or like a Christmas glue book. And then I found a mindfulness journal magazine. This has some really cool artwork. It's actually kind of like hand-drawn illustrations. Oh, that's cool. That would be a really pretty background to put like on a greeting card. And then I found a Colorado book, which I was so happy about. I actually took a vacation in Colorado last September. And I just absolutely loved it. And I feel like it would be great to put in a album, like a scrapbook album. And then I found a Disney Lion King book. Some of the images are a little bit too big to use, but I can cut out images like right here. This would be a good image. I can just use this as a background. And I found some cat food. I think one of my cats went into my thrift bag when I bought it home. I keep finding little pieces of cat food. I found this How to Paint Abstracts book, and this has really beautiful art images. And it also has some quotes over here. So this would be great for like texture pages. Wow, that's so beautiful. And then we have Wildflowers of California. You get all these beautiful images of flowers and scenery. These are so vibrant. And then lastly, I found some miscellaneous stuff. Actually, these right here are from Michael's that I picked up when they were having a sale on their glitter, like their glitter section. These right here are little rhinestones, has a bunch of different colors. I got these because these would be really great to put on tags. We have some little mini hearts. These would be cute to use on a card. And then I found, I think, where did I get this? I think it was Hobby Lobby. I honestly can't remember. They were having a 75% off on Christmas, so I got some foam candy stickers. And these just look really beautiful. And these are actually like vintage candy. So this would go really great for my Christmas vintage greeting cards coming up. Can't wait to have fun with these. And then moving back onto the thrift store, I found this bag filled with little beads. And I'm actually a jewelry maker now, so I feel like I could either use some of these for jewelry or crafts. Like I see right here, there's some, I think this is like confetti or something. These will probably end up being used on some glue books or cards or something. But you get so many different little beads in here. And I only paid $2 for this. And then, moving on to the exciting parts, I found some stamp grab bags for $3 each. Now, I am so lucky to live in an area where I can get my stamps for a really good deal. I actually collect wood stamps because they are the most unique and I love coloring the images. So what do we have here? We have some wedding stamps. Oh, this is so pretty. That would be really fun to color this in. And then we have a Santa in the Desert stamp. And some of these images are, some of these stamps are unused. So I find that interesting. And then we have some caroling kids. This is by the brand Dots. This brand is one of my favorites. This and the Simon Says stamps. I just love the little like patchwork style artwork. And this one looks brand new. And then we have a little snowman. I think it's a snowman cookie. This is so cute. This one is also unused. And then this one here is actually 2 stamps in one. This is, I don't know what I could use this for. I guess it's like a little, it's like a bee illustration. And this one right here is so cute. And it also has like instructions. So if you stamp it out on a paper, you cut out this little thing here. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what this is. So you stamp this circular part out, and then you put this on top of it. You cut out the little door, and then you put a, oh my god, I don't know what it's called. You put a little eye pin in the center and align it with the dot, and then you can kind of move the images around, and then whatever fits in this hole, you could see the little image. I don't know what type of cards those are called. I guess like interactive cards. That's really cool. That would be a fun video to make. And then I found some singular stamps. This one says greetings on it. And then I found it's a baby girl stamps. And I actually have a greeting card. I sell my greeting cards at my local farmer's market, so I was in need for baby girl stamps because it's been like a high request because I'm actually out of my baby girl greeting card, so I wanted to find something different. Then I have this one that says from our home to yours. This would be perfect for like Christmas or something. And then these ones had only 4. So this is an image of a Christmas pickup truck with a tree in the trunk. And then we have a, kind of looks like a Christmas light. And then we have a little angel. And she's holding a little bear and bunny toy. This is so cute. And this stamp is from 1995 Finders Keepers. And wow, this is from Michael. That's such an old logo. This was originally $6.99. And then we have a little sentiment that says, from one small seed of kindness, friendship grows. And this is a 1994 Stampin' Up! Stamp. And then the last one we have is just like a holly border, something for Christmas. I love using borders and like putting them on the side of a card. I feel like it just adds like a really nice embellishment. So that's everything that I got recently. Everything that I've been collecting the past like 2 months. And I love going shopping after Christmas because you can find some really good deals and discounts at thrift stores. And I'm going to go ahead and get going now, but thank you so much for joining along with me. And let me know if you guys have been finding any fun things at your local thrift stores. Do you like getting crafts at thrift stores, or do you like getting them from Michael's or Hobby Lobby? So I actually go to both. I like going to Hobby Lobby and Michael's every 3 to 4 months to pick up the new seasonal items, but mainly I go to thrift stores to collect like vintage stamps or vintage magazines. I feel like that's the best way, the most affordable way to get my magazines at, especially, and also my stamps. I love collecting stamps. I actually own way too many stamps. But yeah, and coming up, I'm going to end up doing like demonstrations in videos, and maybe we can create a card together and just like have fun crafting. But thank you so much for being here, and if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to my channel to see some more craft content I have planned coming up. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.